MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell's next meeting of the No Minds is 2 weeks away, and his requests for Jimmy Kimmel to promote it have now turned to the kind of angry begging you'd expect from a pillow manufacturer gone mad.
Senator Ted Cruz will always do the right thing.
Ted Cruz voted against pandemic relief, read Green Eggs and Ham for 21 hours trying to stop the Affordable Care Act, abandoned his state for Cancun, supported Donald Trump after he called his wife a dog, and may have had an intimate relationship with Lauren Boebert. Ted Cruz never does the right thing. It is pouring MAGA tears. Trump's donors discover their Save America money went to Melania's stylist. Mike Lindell's bizarre plea for Jimmy Kimmel is far from his usual stable self. Plus, I roast the latest and stupid from Lauren Boebert, Don Jr., Mitch McConnell's party reacts to the Alex Jones data leak, and more. Sarah Palin's even slower cousin tweeted, "How did Kevin Costner go? From dancing with wolves to slumming with rhinos?" Naturally, I replied, "Gotta love it when the sharp-chinned bikini car wash reject in window-pane glasses furthers the divide within her crumbling party by suggesting Kevin Costner actually danced with wolves."
Don't just let me sit here and speak into the choir. I got to get the word out. Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy, we're reaching out to you. Remember when you made fun of my store? All that thing for entrepreneurs, you made fun of that. You made fun of me now time after time. Where have you been, Jimmy? This is a shout out for you, Jimmy. I'll come and sit in that crane game. You made fun of that? Oh, yeah, with the big plastic, Jimmy. I'll sit right in that crane game and speak out about the Moment of Truth Summit.
Jimmy Kimmel had previously joked the only way he'd interview Tom Selleck's slow cousin is if he were in a crane game that was not in the studio. Mike declined until now, but I don't think the offer was serious or it still stands, but I would still like to see him in the crane game.
You made fun of our network here, Jimmy. We probably have more watchers than you know.
Just because you call it the biggest broadcast place ever doesn't mean it is.
And we're live.
And we're live, Jimmy. You tape your stuff and act like you're live. You cut and paste.
I'm just surprised Mike finally found out the difference between live and alive.
Kind of like all of you out there, I'm going to tell you in a minute, the specials I passed on to you because of this, what's happened to my pillow. So anyway, we, are we alive?
Yep.
Yeah, Are we alive?
Yep. Kimmel has more than 3,000 episodes with over 1.5 million weekly watchers. And I had to scour Lindell's Dumpster Fire website to find a clip with one comment. "Put them in jail. This is no longer a fair election."
Saying, Mr. Jones, that you're taking these court proceedings seriously. You're approaching them in good faith. But the truth of the matter is, you've been broadcasting repeatedly a picture of our judge on fire, haven't you?
Objection compound, Your Honor.
No. The person on the left of this image is our judge, correct?
Yes.
The person on the right is another judge you don't like, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That actually is not fire. It is a Jewish space laser, so you did not have a Perry Mason moment again, okay? Alex Jones was ordered to pay $45.2 million in punitive damages. The verdict follows a separate $4.1 million award, and Alex may be charged with perjury. Judge on fire.
This is a plea to you, Jimmy. Jimmy, do a little skit to make fun of the event, please. Okay? You say Mike invited me to the event, but he'd rather, you know what, if I have to come and sit in your crane game to help save our country, I'll sit in that. Won't I, Brandon? You think I won't?
You will. I know you will.
You're darn right I will. I don't care. You can make fun of me all you want, Jimmy.
You've totally lost it when you think one of the biggest late-night comedy shows in the world is a jukebox that you can program from your pretend office.
Guys, Don Jr. here. I had a bag of white powder for breakfast, and I'm just going a bit crazy. You know, people fall down the stairs. They get buried at golf courses. Fine. Chop sucky. I like to do karate movements when I talk. Let people know that I could bust into kung fu at any time. Okay? Anytime. This isn't even my office. I just come in here to avoid having like a diaper or a hamburger thrown at me when my father sees something on the news that he doesn't agree with. Okay? This is my safe space. Okay, like, every family has a disagreement. It's just normal. It's just part of, like, being in a family. Like, Eric and I, we don't think it's fair that Jared gets to sleep with Ivanka. It's been our dream. It's been my father's dream. And we just have to settle for some holiday pictures, a flashlight, some Kleenex, jar of Vaseline, and a blanket and a little pillow fort. And we just take turns going in there. We're all doing it.
Jimmy, I think you're a fairly smart guy.
Calling someone fairly smart is not a great way to butter them up. I would have loved to have seen Lindell in his dating days approaching women, his ankle monitor. Are you a woman or a steak sandwich? Nom nom. Donald Trump's Save America PAC spent $60 grand on a fashion consultant for his robot wife between April and June of this year. Yes, that's just for her spring clothes. Melania, it doesn't matter how much you spend on clothes, as long as you continue to accessorize with a beaver-faced pasty blob with a ferret stapled to his empty head, you will look like trash.
I need to prove the election was stolen, and the best way to do that is for you to take some of your minimum wage and send it to me so I can hire someone to buy Melania a new hat, and maybe she'll give me a little tug more than once a year. Just a little tug, Melly. Let's go.
Remember, Jimmy, at halftime when you said to me, well, Mike, I did something bad. All you did was back a man you believe in.
Calling a commercial break halftime is like something a toddler would do. Oh my gosh.
Remember, then he asked me, Mike, do you believe in Bigfoot? I said, well, I haven't seen one yet, but if I did, I don't know, Jimmy.
Bargain Bin Burt Reynolds thinks Harry and the Hendersons is a documentary. I think this is a good time to mention I made these Let's Go Darwin mugs, and they've got my MAGA Tears logo on the other side, and I've added a The Socks Stay On mug by popular demand. If you want to support the show, I have these, some other mugs, and fun stickers, or you can now tip me with this PayPal QR code, the link in the description, or you can smash the super thanks button below. Thanks so much for watching. Back to the show.
I don't know. Maybe we should ask you some questions, Jimmy. Why are you hiding behind your comedy? Why are you hiding behind? You have a voice out there, Jimmy. I'm inviting you to the moment of truth. I'm inviting you, Jimmy, right now. We have the best security in the world, Jimmy. It's invite only.
We have the best security in the world. It's invite only. Like that means anything. Mike made the same claim at his cyber suppository, and he also claimed he was attacked by an elevator and then used this as a reason to not release the data he never had, so maybe best not to trust the guy who is also on the fence about Bigfoot.
Been a president treated like this. There's never been a politician, and for the most part, there's just about never been a person treated like this. But all of this while I was doing so much as a president.
Nelson Mandela was imprisoned for 27 years and spent over a decade breaking rocks in a lime quarry. It is just beyond me when someone who had the bulk of his career spoon-fed to him feels he's persecuted because a committee is putting the behind the scenes of his failed coup on blast.
You are invited, Jimmy Kimmel. You come to this conference, show this country. Show this country. Are you going to send a representative, Jimmy? I'll let you, the one piece of bad news out there, I'll let you send somebody. Send your little assistant. Send that little guy you have in the corner that you always make fun of.
Guillermo is Jimmy's sidekick, and unlike Kmart suit Max Headroom Brannon, he's good at his job. Good evening, fellas. I'm hoping that we can all miss the brisket tonight despite the circumstances.
Okay, Mitch, please. Did you just say, despite the circumcisions?
Circumstances? We know you can't afford to lose any more skin down there, Don Jr. Alex Jones's data is loose, and we've all messaged him. Alex forced me to prove Heidi was not an actual dog, and I sent pics of her doing various things that would be impossible for a canine to perform.
Oh no, Ted sent pictures of his dog wife. Big deal.
That's not a dog, it's a steak sandwich. Can I get a bump? I text Alex photos of Heidi driving and cooking and playing poker. Ted, if you go on the internet, there are videos of dogs driving and cooking, and we have a painting of dogs playing poker in the lounge.
Guys, I have years of texts discussing things like my father's diapers, Ivanka's beach photos, and our ongoing plans to pretend my father won.
We tried to launch a secret cryptocurrency called Mitchcoin for my dark web payments from gun manufacturers and the NRA.
That is awesome. I totally want in on that.
Does Mitchcoin work with bikini car washes or escort services? We couldn't figure out how to turn the coins into digital, so I have a few sacks of titanium Mitchcoins. That's not a sack. It's a steak sandwich. Can I get a bump?
Otherwise, Jimmy, you know where your show's going to go? Down the toilet, because you ain't going to have anybody watching it. You see what's happening to our country now? Do you like that?
What if Simple Jack Lindell's right and Jimmy doesn't go to his conference and his entire show falls apart? Laugh, libs, your end is coming. MAGA tears. I don't find it funny. He is a true patriot. MAGA tears. Extra, extra, read all about it. Tommy Campbell, voter for great, hardworking, strong, smart. Mr. President Trump, who loves this country and all people. Mr. President Trump, one of great God's leader. Thanks for voting for Mr. President Trump, Tommy. MAGA tears. Keep trying. Someday you will be funny. Maybe try not to be so political. MAGA tears. Thanks so much for watching. Help me out by sharing this video or posting it on your social media. It'll cost you nothing and makes a huge difference for me. If you can afford to, please hit the super thanks button or tip me via PayPal, and be sure to check out my mugs and stickers that go great with those MAGA tears. I am a stand-up comedian. I've played in 35 countries. I've supported Jim Jefferies on 5 of his tours. I have 3 albums on Spotify and Apple Music. Be sure to check them out. Life's short. Be cool, be kind, take care.